And now, it's time for Levack and Guys to answer the question, why?
Why? Tell me why?
Why?
Why can't Woods do an update?
Come on, Woods. Get through loaf and whatever Levack was just doing.
Try to decipher who you sound more like.
I don't know. I'll tell you this, though. It's Wednesday, and this is when we answer the question of why.
Thank you, Paula Dean, I think.
Is either Paula Dean or the woman in Poltergeist?
Stay away from the light traffic guy, Vinny.
The New York Yankees, Levack, limped their way into the All-Star break. 7 of 18 their last 25 games. Why?
They hate me. They hate me. That's why.
What's he looking at me like, wait, you can do his voice still? That's not fair.
He's not doing the whole segment like that.
I could if you want me to.
Please don't.
I have a headache already.
It's a weird demo we'd have to hit with that voice.
Let me tell you about the Yankees.
No, dude, it's a lot of injuries. And this is a team, look, when you're this young, you're going to slump. The two leaders of the team, offense, Matt Holliday, pitching was CeCe Sabathia. Both of them were out. And so who's going to bring you back? Who's going to make you be an adult when you're, a 23, 24, 25-year-old and you don't know why you're losing? Judge credits Holliday with fixing his swing. I think he'd be the guy who would fix the rest of the team, too. I'm hoping this 4-game series with the Red Sox, you'll see a little bit more of that early in the season Yankees, not that late in the season.
Yeah, injuries, just not being the same team they were before, getting some tougher competition. And if you just erase the last 25 games and just say, okay, here's the record at the All-Star break, here's where the Yankees sit, you go in a time machine 6 months earlier, people will be thrilled. Oh, whoa, the Yankees are where? So even though they're limping into it, they should still be in contention come September.
You got a time machine?
The New York Mets may bring Noah Syndergaard back to the New York Mets pitching staff, but start him out of the bullpen. Why? We're talking about not being a starter, but a reliever potentially the next 2 to 3 weeks.
They're stupid. That's why. This is a waste of talent. This is a bad idea. Your season's going nowhere. Let him rehab properly. Let him stretch his arm out, throw extra innings in the minors. Work his way up like normal people do. Don't just throw. Unless you think he's going to be the next great closer because he's a fireballer, and that's what your goal is, this is a stupid decision.
Don't do that. Don't have him be a closer. You're not good enough to have Noah Syndergaard be a closer. You know when you wouldn't use Noah Syndergaard? If the Mets go 6 in 102. You can get this guy to go once every 5 days and go 7 innings for you. Just have him be a pitcher. Have him hang out in AAA. Have him go play in wherever Tebow is, Port St. Lucie. Have him play for the Columbia Fireflies. Have him play for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Let him be a Las Vegas 51ers. Let him be a starter there. Let him do it like that. The Mets aren't that in need of a reliever to be Noah Syndergaard. It's a long future for him, okay? Take it easy, Mets.
How do you think conversations go, like, when you come home? Hey, honey, you want to go see the Rumble Ponies? How dare you? It's a baseball team. Sure it is.
Their gear is pretty cool. I think I'd take a Rumble Pony shirt.
No, you would.
The New York Knicks are shopping, allegedly, Carmelo Anthony. There's been talk about the Cavaliers and the Houston Rockets. But why?
Because it's full-blown rebuild and panic mode. They're going to get rid of everything. Everything must go. I don't know, man. I kind of feel good for Melo in this. Melo's going to end up with a much better shot of getting a championship or at least an NBA Finals before his career's over. So it's going to happen. I think it's time it happened. It's all been going on way too long. Stupid soap opera. Let's rebuild. Let's clear that cap space. Let's get some expiring contracts, too, as we do this.
There's a big difference between 2 years on the contract and 1 year on the contract. Because if you trade somebody like Paul George with 1 year left, there's the risk of, did we just trade for somebody who may never even re-sign with our team? While there's still some value there with a 2-year deal with Carmelo Anthony. So I get probably that's the reason why they're shopping him. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but if they want to go full rebuild, do you at least call for Porzingis again? I think it'd be stupid if you trade Porzingis. I've said that before. But are they confident enough that he's their guy? Have they come out and said, our franchise is built around Porzingis? From what we know, Porzingis hasn't talked to anybody from the New York Knicks since he skipped the exit meeting.
I think this move actually says we're going to build around Porzingis. Because Porzingis is the unicorn. He can score in transition. He can do all. Melo doesn't do transition. Melo does give me the ball and let me shoot until I hit something. I think you're going to see Porzingis. They'll find a way to make things right with Porzingis moving forward.
4 days of a worldwide media tour between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. 4 days of it, though? Why?
Oh, you think this is going to end after 4 days? Oh, son, let me tell you something. No, this is going to be 6 weeks of a media tour. We are going. There's 4 official dates, but the rest of it is going to be Conor McGregor talking, Mayweather Sr. talking, Mayweather Jr. talking. Mike Tyson's going to get involved. Everyone's going to. Trump is going to comment on this.
Trump?
Yeah. It's going to be a huge fight. Very excited. This is 4 designated media stops, and then just helter skelter, my friend. It's going to be insane.
A very good answer, and I would have gone it this way. People will pay for it.
Yeah.
You're a resident of London, Brooklyn, Toronto. I don't know how many cities of fans. And again, we know there's critics out there about the fight. You tell me if Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor showed up right now today in Albany, they wouldn't plaque someplace? Maybe the CEFQ Arena?
I don't know if they would plaque it. They'd probably pack it.
Sing more. Pack the place? Yeah. It'd be awesome, man. I could watch those guys do their thing.
I go to my dentist to take care of the plaque.
Verona was packed at the Turning Stone, and Floyd Mayweather was just promoting a fight. He wasn't even fighting. He was just hanging out there for that.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest sports story of the next 6 weeks.
I got 2 more for you here. Okay. This one's simple.
Why?
The ESPYs. Why?
Because the higher-ups of the mothership are geniuses. They say, okay, we are the worldwide leader in sports, and there's absolutely no sports this day. So we're going to invent the story, and then we're going to cover it, and we're going to do it every year, and it's brilliant.
There it is, yes. I remember as a kid, when it was in February, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like, whoa. So they're going to reward my favorite athletes and my favorite games and the best plays? This is so cool. And all my favorite athletes, not just an all-star game, but they're all going to be in the same spot, and ESPN's going to have this. I bought into all that. But as you get older, you realize what it is. It is just one big commercial. It is a full-on commercial today.
But aren't all the award shows, if you boil them down, isn't that what every one of them is?
Promoting the movies, promoting the TV shows. I'm sure they all are. But ESPN figured it out. Now, there's some sports fans who don't even view the ESPYs as a commercial. They say, wow, look at all the cool people that are being honored. Look at the competition. There's no other sports on tonight. ESPN's smart. They get to market themselves on ABC, which is, their big brother, whatever you want to call it. And it works out. So, hey, they figured it out. Last one here. Last one. Marlins man. Why?
He's got the cash, the time, and the connections. That's why he's enjoying life. Admit a little bit that if you could be Marlins man, you would be Marlins man.
Never.
Admit it that if you could go to every major sporting event and concert, and there would be no real repercussions for it. Your career stays intact if you decide for it to, but you have enough money to do it all. You would do it.
Okay, putting it like that, the answer is yes, but this guy makes him a part of it. He wants him to be a celebrity. We started
calling him. He's recognizable, yes, but nobody had to call him.
He didn't answer.
Well, he used to.
Colin wrote this in on Twitter about Marlins men. Is he the worst because he can afford to go all to the games like you said, or is he the worst because of the orange right in front of the camera?
That is, it's annoying, don't get me wrong, and I'm always like, oh, there he is. But I'm the guy who gets mad, at anybody who does the stupid, distracting things in front of the pitcher. Even the other team. I hate it. I was watching during the All-Star game. There was a guy who was flashing his watch at the pitcher. And nobody said anything. I'm like, you kick him out. And then there's Marlins man.
I can't crush him about wearing orange. I have more orange in my wardrobe than anybody. I wear a lot of orange.
I'm surprised he's not your favorite just because he wears orange.
There are people who in the building will just wear orange, and I will compliment their polo for how nice it looks. Like, I'm the captain of orange.
You know what I gotta do? I gotta call my buddy Nick Bonarigo or Moacana, get you an orange car.
Ooh, I'm definitely
that would make your day. I don't even think you care what car it would be.
No, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't. Nick could come in and tell me, like, this is the greatest car ever. I believe him. I know nothing about
it's
cars.
Civic. What we did is we found one. It's actually 100 years old, and it's a pull start motor. And you'd be like, all right, it's orange.
I'm in. Woohoo!
I have a why.
Okay.
So as part of the ESPYs, it's also the Jimmy V Foundation, the auctions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is awesome that it happened this way, but I don't know why it happened this way. One of the packages that was auctioned off was the opportunity to watch games at Ryan Russillo's actual house with him. It was sold for $15,600. So basically a bro date for 15 points. And I'm sure, like, it's not just like it's all, like, he'll have it catered.